Hello. Today we are taking a look at EdTech in lower elementary, and this one's for the teachers, specifically at Tyler Elementary School, which is a K through 4 building. I'm Nicole Sherman, and let's get started. So our focus points today are meaningful EdTech and authentic implementation. So meaningful EdTech is for you to reconsider your understanding of EdTech to conclude more meaningful ways for classroom uses. So instead of just putting out a program for students to do during like a center or a small group or even whole group, let's try to get them in the creative mode of things, and there's lots of opportunities in EdTech for that. Authentic implementation is teachers will become familiar with the use of EdTech tools throughout the lens of the student and the instructor. So this is a professional development opportunity for teachers to learn how to use and implement EdTech and hopefully enjoy it. Teachers should be learning in a meaningful way too. So something that we preach as teachers is that we, have multiple ways for students to learn and understand concepts, but a lot of times during professional development, we're given a very structured set of opportunities, and this professional development should be different. So we'll get into that some more. On this page, I have some research that I've found about that supports the professional development course that I created. Microlearning uses just-in-time, bite-sized learning experiences to engage a learner anywhere at any time. This is something that I found very interesting, because what my next point is that a lot of teachers have felt so overwhelmed with professional development, especially something new or fairly new, like EdTech or digital resources in general. So by exposing teachers to different technology integration possibilities, carving out time and space for them to ask questions and get advice, and offering flexibility around what to learn and how to learn it, we've seen a big change in classroom instruction. So if we change the way we present professional development for teachers, we can also get results in the classroom, which is the whole point of professional development. And lastly, learning professionals all around the world have agreed that in order to provide meaningful learning opportunities for students, meaningful learning opportunities need to be offered also for teachers. Let's take a look at what that means. I've incorporated ISTE standards into each of these sections. So first of all, we have Standard 2A, which is to shape, advance, and accelerate a shared vision for empowered learning with technology by engaging with education stakeholders. I have SE5B, which is design authentic learning activities that align with content area standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize active, deep learning. And lastly, ISTE Standard 7A, which is to provide alternative ways for students to demonstrate competency and reflect on their learning with using technology. If you'd like, you can take a moment to pause here and read some examples on what this professional development opportunity has according or aligned with these ISTE standards. Within the course, teachers are engaging, enhancing, and extending through the student lens so they can activate the Triple E framework within their classroom teachings and strategies. So teachers will be engaged using technology and allow students to express their understanding in a creative, unique way. They'll be given tools and resources to engage students as well as enhance their learning. So throughout the school year, teachers are involved in professional development sessions that continue the strategies involved in utilizing EdTech tools in the classroom. That's the microlearning part. These tools are specifically chosen to differentiate lessons and and catered to elementary students' abilities. And lastly, students and teachers will be extending their knowledge academically with technology. Teachers can utilize this information throughout the school year whenever they see fit. The constant ability to access this information is to allow teachers the opportunity to remember and apply EdTech tools and skills. Flexible pedagogy is a key component and one of the 5 elements that teachers will be learning. In an online poll, Plunkett received results on teachers' opinions on professional development. And 94% of teachers who responded were in agreement that PD needs to be interactive, personalized, innovative, exciting, and not just sit and get. So through the lens of the student, teachers will be learning in a hands-on way how to implement alternate assignments, text-to-speech, synchronous versus asynchronous. I'm going to stop there and show you what the course looks like. The beauty of this professional development course is that it can be implemented in a synchronous way in a professional development setting, micro-learning, of course, or asynchronously, so teachers can do it at their own pace. So the general idea of digital learning, a guide for elementary teachers, and what they'll be learning are the 5 elements that I created. They're digital access, flexible pedagogy, student engagement, communication, and collaboration. Each of these segments are separated into 3 parts. A reminder of what this They're separated into 3 parts. A reminder of what this digital access is, what flexible pedagogy is through the 5 elements, and how to implement it. So the first part is learning a little bit about the topic. Then there's some enhancement features where teachers can explore and get a better view of what the content is. And lastly, teachers apply their knowledge. So what they do is click the discussion board, which takes them over to our Google Classroom, where they will respond to a prompt that is given to them, and also add a link to something that they created. So there's multiple modes of showing how they express their learning. Flexible pedagogy is the same pattern. We have the 1, 2, 3 implementation strategies. This is to show teachers that they can learn just like the students do. You know, we lay out the expectation in the beginning and remind what it means. We give them the structured yet very different ways that we can show engaging, enhancing, and extending. This course is to show many different micro-learning opportunities for teachers to implement EdTech in the classroom. Each of these sections should not take more than 30 minutes. It's small doses of EdTech, so teachers aren't forgetting or being overwhelmed when they're given a 3-hour course on EdTech and all the tools that they can use. Take it month by month or bi-weekly, whatever it takes. But teachers should be implementing EdTech in the classroom, and hopefully this will keep them interested.